So, give me the toy. Give me the toy. Give it to me. Give it to me. Because you want to play and I'm trying to record. Stop it. Sorry. Like on this little stool next to it. So I'm, trying to take my little picture. Homeboy hop on my shoulder. So I'm like, y'all get the picture. Homeboy dug his little hand in my shirt and grabbed my shades. Y'all grabbed my shades and took off into the forest. The zoos that you see in America, this not that, y'all. This not like, oh, excuse me, the monkey took my shades. Can you go in the little cage and get my shades? No. Bruh is gone. Legit gone in the forest. Like, you ain't getting them shades back. So I lost those shades. You'll see some other videos of the monkeys and some of the things that we did in the video as well. But the monkey forest was really fun. It's so many different, I don't even think we walked the whole forest, because another thing with going with a big group of people, time, y'all, time. We spent so much time at the swing because so many people were trying to get their pictures. They literally had 2 people, it was either 2 or 4 people with a laptop going through, like, getting pictures. You got a line of people waiting to get their pictures and get their pictures sent to them. However, our van driver is like, we gotta go, so y'all gotta speed this up. So that was another thing, going with a big group of people. It was kind of hard to really enjoy the sights and enjoy the activities and not feel like you're being rushed. After we left the forest, we went to a restaurant, and y'all, it was looking like it was going to rain, but the restaurant was gorgeous. It was like this outside restaurant that had we were sitting at this long table, like in the middle of it, and then right next to us was rice terraces. So it was just, y'all, it was gorgeous once again. So another one of my questions was, what did I eat? Y'all, every time I went to the restaurant, I got the same thing. I got my fried rice, and I got chicken, I forgot the name of it, y'all, but it's called like chicken nangum. It started with an N. It's like a G and an N. But that's literally what I got every time. The rice, chicken, the little soy sauce, and they had like this ginger drink. It really tastes like ginger ale, but it wasn't ginger ale, but it probably was ginger ale. They had like this ginger soda, I think that's what they call it, and that's what I got every time. Another question, another little tip, y'all, don't drink the water. If you go to Bali, don't drink the water. Get you some bottled water. If you go to a restaurant, tell that restaurant you want bottled water. Not sure exactly the big deal about it, but I do know that their water is not the safest. So if you ever go to Bali, please be careful and do not drink the water. That's another thing. I did do my research before I went. Make sure you do your research before you go out of the country. Make sure you know where you're going and what you're getting yourself into. But don't drink the water, y'all. So yeah, literally I ate that just about everywhere we went. Oh, also day 3 we ended up going to the rice terraces. Oh my goodness, y'all. Pictures don't even do justice of how beautiful that place is. I did do some research on like the rice and how they grow the rice and all that good stuff, but it's literally like just layers and layers and layers and layers and layers of rice terraces. It's gorgeous, y'all. So you guys will see those pictures as well. When we went, it was some women, down there picking the rice. Like I said, we did have photographers. So a lot of the places we went, y'all, we really just went to take pictures. I did want to like enjoy the scenery and just sit and just relax, but when you're with a group of people, you can't really. Day 4 will probably have to be my most memorable day. So before we went on a trip, she sent us an email and was like, you guys can choose what excursions you want to do. Because it was so many of us, we couldn't do all of them in one day or at one time. And not only that, y'all, 7 days is not enough time to explore Bali. Like, there's so much that I didn't get to see, so many places that I didn't get to go. Like I said, it's a whole island. Bali is a whole island by itself, and it's like a few like little mini islands that are also a part of Bali. I probably didn't touch half of Bali in 7 days. So day 4, we ended up going to East Bali, and I chose the excursion to hike an active volcano. It was about 5,000 feet in height. I don't know how many miles that is, but I think it was about 5,000, a little over 5,000 feet in height. We wanted to catch the sunrise of the, so with the hike, you can either do the sunrise hike or you can do the sunset hike. So you can hike up to the top of the mountain to catch the sunrise, or you can hike up to the top of the mountain to catch the sunset. So we wanted to do the sunrise, which meant we had to be up at 3 a.m. in the morning to drive there, to make it to the top of the mountain, to the top of the volcano before the sun rose. First of all, I woke up late, y'all. I woke up so late, y'all. I literally had enough time to brush my teeth. I really didn't have time to do anything. I had enough time to brush my teeth, throw on my clothes, grab my backpack, and walk out the door. Like, it was bad. It was bad how late I woke up. And because it was only 5 of us, it wasn't like we were waiting on a bunch of people. They was only waiting on the kid, okay? They was only waiting on me. So, woke up super early. The drive there was like, I think the drive, we had at least an hour drive to get there. By the time we got there, it was different other groups and other people, getting ready to do the hike. We got this little cool little Indonesian chick. I think she said she was 16. She was real young. So we get ready to start. Sis is like, I do this 6 days a week. So she's like, this is nothing to me. We gonna get through this. I got y'all. Take your time. If anybody needs to, rest or take a break, let me know. So, I work out. I'm fit. I'm like, this ain't gonna be nothing. Y'all, we get up that first little trail. Cause when we first started walking, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a little trail. Like, it was like pavement. Once we hit like the edge of the mountain and it turned into rocks and dirt and pebbles, I said, oh, we really on a volcano. Like, this is legit. Like, this is real. So to get to the first like halfway point was an hour. Get to the first halfway point and we heard thundering, y'all. I'm praying to Jesus Christ that it does not start raining. So we was like, well, guess we, gonna keep walking. Crazy thing is, when we got to the halfway point, this dude was selling ponchos. We like, we don't need no poncho. What we need a poncho for? Y'all, we probably started walking for like 5 more minutes. It starts pouring down rain. Pouring down. I mean, I don't mean drizzling. I mean pouring down. We were soaking wet. And we're like, I said it was 5,000 feet. We were probably at about, I'm gonna say we were probably at about 3,500 feet, 3,500, 4,000 feet. So it was like, it's no turning back. And the way that, and because of the rain, the rocks and the mud and everything is like sliding back toward us. So it's like, we really, really had to be careful. It was so dangerous, but I praise God that nothing happened to any of us. We made it safely. So we ended up making it to the top. Of course, by the time we made it to the top, the rain kind of slacked down. It started drizzling. But because of the rain, we didn't really get to see like that beautiful YouTube sunset that I had seen on other videos. But it was still a beautiful sight. It was still amazing just to be that high up in the air and look around you and see all of Bali. It was breathtaking, y'all. So the people that I was with, they stopped at like the first, hey, I made a point. I was like, nah, sis, I want to go to the top. Like, I see people stopping here. I want to go to the top. So I ended up going with our tour guide, and she took me to like the very top, and she was like, you want some breakfast? So I'm thinking, okay, we got breakfast. I'm thinking she's gonna bring out some eggs, some grits, some bacon, some toast. Y'all, she came out there with 1 boiled egg. Whatever it was, I didn't even eat it. Like, it wasn't even my type of breakfast, whatever it was. So the little breakfast they give y'all take your own snacks. But they do have people selling snacks. Like, it's people selling snacks like along the volcano. That's crazy. Made it to the top, got up there, took some pictures. Like I said, it was breathtaking, y'all. And if you ever go to Bali, I highly recommend doing that. Make sure you check the weather, sis. Make sure it's not a day that it's gonna rain or even think about raining. Or either do the sunset one. So the sunset one, you don't have to wake up as early. You'll probably start maybe 2, like, it'll be hot though. You'll probably start like 2 p.m. and then get up there by the time the sun sets. But that was, y'all, that was probably my most memorable part of Bali. After that, so mind you, once we got to the top, it wasn't no little rail system, it wasn't no bike, it wasn't no car, it wasn't no hop on this and slide right down. No, we had to walk all the way back down this volcano. So made it back down, and our tour guide, he was like, do you guys want to go to the hot springs? So the hot springs are basically like these kind of like water resort type deal, spas, and they're heated by the temperature of this other volcano that's taller and other people hike as well. It's called Mount Agung, and the one I hiked was Mount Batur. So Mount Batur is like the little brother to Mount Agung. So we went to the hot springs. Y'all, we get to the hot springs and the freaking hot spring not even working. Like legit, all of the power is out. We in the locker room, mind you, we soaking wet from the rain that just happened. We changing into our bathing suits and the power is freaking out. So we can't even, like, I think it was a blow dryer in there, we couldn't even use that. It was a shower in there, we couldn't use that. We was just wet on top of wet on top of wet on top of aggravated on top of wet, okay? So hung out at the hot springs for a little bit, and we was going to eat there, but we was like, nah, let's go somewhere else. After we left there, we ended up going to the coffee plantations. Y'all, go to the coffee plantations. They are so amazing. The different coffees they have, the different teas they have. Okay, so apparently all of the teas and all of the coffees are supposed to help with different stuff, da da da. I ended up buying my mom one of these. Y'all, my mom told me this tea was straight sugar. She said that it was a lie, and she looked it up, and other people said it was a lie, it wasn't true, and da da da. Do I believe it? Yeah, I probably do. Do I? On the other hand, yeah, they probably trying to make money too, so it was kind of up and down, but the tea was good. Whether it was Kool-Aid or was the tea actually like legit supposed to help you, the tea and the coffee was good. I don't even drink coffee like that. I do like tea, but I don't even drink coffee like that, and it was good. So basically when you go, they have like a tray and they give you all the different flavors to taste and test out, and you like walk through and see the different plants, and they kind of give you a tour of the whole plantation as a whole. This happened all after the volcano hiking. After that, we went to a jewelry making store. So it's like as soon as you walk in the store, they're making the jewelry like in front of you, and then you keep walking and it's like the actual like glass, like just like a jewelry store in America. That's what it looks like. But it's so interesting to see the women, like literally this earring right here, like if you guys could see the designs on this earring, like literally watching them draw out the designs, it was amazing. It was just really a good sight to be there and see the hard work that these women put in. And not saying that other countries or places don't do that, but just to see it and then to see them in their store, like, yeah, we selling jewelry, but you also finna watch us make it by hand as soon as you walk in, and respect us, okay? Day 5 was great. Day 5 was aggravating because day 5 was the biggest group that I was with at the time. Like, for example, we all were traveling to the different locations, but because of how big the group was, once again, felt like I was being rushed, and it wasn't as fun as it could have been because of the group. I still had fun and I still did what I had to do, but it could have been better if the group was split in half. So the first place we went to was the temple with the 2 big arches. And the pictures that I took, you'll see in the next video, the pictures I took, it was so cloudy you couldn't see the mountain behind it, but on some images on some people's photos, you can see the mountain behind them in the picture. But like I said, it was so cloudy that day you couldn't even see it. But there, in order to get a picture there, you have to stand in line, and they have a legit photographer there taking pictures, but you have to stand in line. You have to go one by one. They let you do three poses, and they be like, next, and they just taking them. So you better have your poses in your head and be ready. So that was kind of a process. If you do go there, I would recommend getting there really, really early, just so you like the first person there. Don't have to worry about no lines, don't have to worry about no wait, all of that. Because it was a temple, we did have to cover up our legs and cover our shoulders and like stomachs and stuff. I don't know. I've seen pictures of people not covered up, but then that could be people who, you know, go when there's nobody there. But when we went, they made us cover up. After we left there, we ended up going to Ganja. So Ganja is another temple. It's like a water temple or something, and that's where all of the koi fish are. So it's like a big pond that you can walk through, but it's a whole bunch of koi fish and you can feed them, and usually people feed them to make them come and you can get a cute picture. Like I said, a lot of the places we went to was just for the picture. After we left there, we went to eat. Got us some food, and then we ended up going to a waterfall. So the waterfall, y'all, the walk to the bottom of the waterfall, a walk, honey. It was a walk, okay? We started up here, the waterfall was down here, and it was a walk, okay? Super fun. They had like little bathrooms down there where we could change clothes, but it was a lot of markets as well. So marketplaces in Bali are really, really popular. Literally, they had their kids with baskets, with keychains, magnets, dresses, purses, like all on their shoulders. They was at our van, like knocking on the van, like you want to buy something. Like legit, Bali has a hustler mentality, and not only that, because there's so many tourists, they already know who to go to and you know who to bargain with. When you go shopping, honey, bargain, bargain, bargain. Wait, what do they call it? They call it hackling? Is it hackling? I think it's called hackling. I'm not sure. But basically, like, let's say you found a dress, the blue dress that y'all see in the video, that dress was like $30 US, and I got sis to get that to me for 10. Cause I'm like, everybody else do it, so I'ma do it too, sis. I'ma do it too. Talk to the people, and it's literally videos on how you can hackle and how you can get a good price on certain deals and stuff like that. Of course, if you go in like a legit store that, like, let's say if you go to the mall, you can't hackle nobody in the mall. Nah, the prices are the price. But if you find somebody on the street, child, hackle them and get your price lowered. Our last day, me and the girls in my villa, we ended up getting a grab, and we went and had lunch with the coordinator. So we went and had lunch with Chidi. We went to another coffee plantation, and we also went to some marketplaces, and you know, just kind of had a little girls trip to end out our trip together. And it was just overall a great experience, y'all. A great experience. A few tips that I do have if you decide to travel to Bali, or if you decide to travel at all, is to, one, do your research. Okay, do your research so you can know where you're going, so you can know how much everything is, so you can know what to expect, so you can know who to expect. Yes, for sure, do your research. Make sure you know what you're getting into. Plan ahead of time. Get you somebody that's been there before. Talk to them. That's another thing I did before I went. I DM'd some people and was like, hey, see you went to Bali, I'm getting ready to go, what can I expect, what should I look for? And be open-minded. It's a lot of things that were supposed to happen on the trip that didn't happen, and it wasn't like big extreme things, you know, we just kind of pushed through it and moved on. Just be open-minded to new things. You might plan this one day and something may happen and you may have to change your whole plan, but it's so many things to do. In the next video, you'll see like all of the different places I went, so check them out. So I hope I answered all of you guys' questions. If you guys have any more questions about Bali, about my trip, I'm not that much of a traveler. My first time traveling out the country, I went all the way to Bali, stayed for 7 days. I can help out with a little bit. I'll try to help the best as I can. But if you guys have any more questions, make sure you leave them in the description box below. Make sure you go check out the next video that's about to post right now of my actual experience, all of the pictures, all of the videos, all the fun things that happened, everything that I could have saved. So y'all, quick little side note, when I came back from Bali 2 months later, my phone broke. So everything that was not posted on Instagram, that was not posted on Facebook, that was not posted on Snapchat, that was not sent to someone, I lost it. I was able to create a whole 18-minute video of everything that I did have, so I'm really glad about that. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Duh. And I will see y'all next week. Just holding your head.